Be showing you the simplest online business. Perfect. Absolutely, literally perfect. If you're busy, you're tired, you're burned out, you work a job, and you have a family, and you're just flat out busy. But this is something that real people can actually start. And the good thing is, I don't want to say only requires 2 hours a day, but just hear me out. The cool thing, even though I know we don't have 2 hours a day, but this literally, you can break this up throughout the day, right? So, what I mean by this is something, and I'll touch on this probably later, but this is something that you can literally do 30 minutes before work, maybe during your hour lunch break, and then just a half hour at night after work. There's your 2 hours. So it's amazing when you break it up like that, how 2 hours kind of seems like, oh, that's really not so bad. But anyway, um, and this is something you can also do if you were a little older, like myself. I'm in my 50s. And even if technology scares you, this is definitely something you can do as well. And I'm going to be honest with you, I got 5 kids, 3 kids in college, plus trying to save for retirement. I just got laid off. Like, what? When it rains, it pours, right? Um, I'm so thankful that I have this business and I've had this business in my back pocket because it made getting laid off a little bit easier. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever gotten laid off, it's not fun. And yeah, definitely not fun. So the purpose of this video is, if you are here, and obviously if you jump on even any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, make a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from, just so it's cool to how you have YouTube and you can find people that all over the world, actually, which is pretty cool. So again, my name is Kim, 53 years old, 5 kids, 3 kids in college. Oh my gosh. And I got laid off 3 weeks ago. Um, let's see, beginning of the year, husband had a heart attack. Yeah, this year's been something. Woof. Have you guys ever had a year like that? Like, just, I don't even want to talk about it. Um, so when I tell you, you know, that I felt scared about getting laid off, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I literally sat there thinking, like, and this is even before I was laid off. It's like, do I pay bills? Obviously, yes, I'm going to keep paying the mortgage, but it's like, do I help my kids with college? Do I save for retirement? How do I do it all? Right. And I had no choice. I had to look for something else because I knew that if I didn't, I'd never be able to afford to retire. And I don't want to say like I'm only 53. Like, obviously I'll probably, find another job and work for a little bit longer, but I don't want to work until, I'm 60 or 65. I just had a grandson this year and he's 5, 7, no, 4. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. July, whatever July is, 7, 5 months. Pretty cool, pretty crazy. Life is moving fast. And I want to be able to enjoy the time that I have left with the people that I love. And, I don't want to spend the rest of my life working, which is why I decided to kind of venture out and find something to do. And obviously, at my age, I'm not an influencer. I'm not a 25-year-old dancing on TikTok, right? I'm just a mom who wants her kids to come out of school, come out of college, and not have any debt or have a little bit of debt. And then, like I said, I definitely want to retire when I'm, before 70, right? And I definitely want to retire and enjoy life before I get put into the ground, if that makes sense. And, times are changing. Nine to fives are still nine to fives, like 2025. It's the year 2025 going into 2026. Nine to fives, just like they were 50 years ago, they're the same. 40 hours a week, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid, type of thing. Um, things are changing now. A lot of companies are actually going to 4-day work weeks, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Even if it's just 4 10-hour days, I just think just having an extra day off would just be amazing. But the thing is, 63% of people say that their job doesn't pay enough to live, which is pretty scary. 72% say that they're stressed about retirement. That's me. That's me. Um, a lot of people don't even have $1,000 saved. And it's not their fault, right? It's just, I can tell you firsthand, medical bills, literally every year, thousands and thousands of dollars I spend on medical bills. Do I anticipate that? Of course not. But that's just life happens, right? And don't even get me started about corporate America, because they just want you to work harder. And then when you do, they get rid of you. I mean, they don't care about your kids, your family, your health, or your future. They just care about your productivity for when they need you, right? Because the minute they don't, they're going to get rid of you. And, we're always told to give our best years to the company, and they could just replace us. And I know that firsthand. Be second time getting laid off in 10 years. But, that's why people are looking for something else. And with the internet, there's so many really cool ways of making an extra income. Like just the fact that you can get in your car and go shopping for people to make money or drive people around is it's mind blowing, the things that we can do, right? But here's the thing. When I was searching for a side hustle, so to speak, I didn't want, number one, anything like a boss type situation, because I already have one. I didn't want another one, right? Um, and I was looking for something I can do at my free time whenever I wanted. But here's the thing, I also wanted something that, number one, paid decent money. And, well, yeah, paid decent money. And I didn't want to trade my time for dollars. So I didn't want to clock in that day and only get paid for when I clocked in, if that makes sense. So, what I stumbled upon is digital products. Now, I've done affiliate marketing in the past, I've done network marketing in the past, and I've had to cold call people and cold message people, people, strangers online. I had to chase people to make money, right? Because of the internet, because of social media, we no longer have to do that. And it's the coolest thing, because social media eliminates us to have to pay for marketing, right? So if you want to earn extra money and you want to sell something, social media helps to get our message out there. And it doesn't cost a dime, which is, I don't know. It literally blows my mind, because I used to spend money on Facebook ads and didn't work out so well. So, why digital products? Like, why does that make sense? And honestly, 6 years ago, it wouldn't make sense, because of the pandemic, right? People turned to online learning. And people, it's not stopping. People are still learning stuff online. You have YouTube, which is exploding and probably always will. And you have sites that specifically host courses like Udemy. I can never say that right. Um, but they do that for a reason because that's what people want to learn and they don't want to leave their house to do it. At least that's me. But the thing is, it's almost like this. Like if you write a book, you have to keep printing more copies, right? But if it's a digital book, you can make it once and sell it a million times. And that's, my kids in college aren't buying textbooks, they're buying digital copies of it. And it's pretty cool for the publisher. It's not really costing them much more, but they're still charging textbook prices, which is beyond me, but whatever. Whatever. But, a digital training or product could be anything from, a YouTube video or templates or guides or PDFs, anything that someone could potentially maybe even download on a computer or on their phone. And what's cool is now you might be thinking, well, I don't want to create something. And that was me because, I've created stuff in the past and didn't really sell too too well. And I spent months creating it and didn't get much return. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. But what I'm going to show you tonight actually comes with done for you digital products that people already want. Because here's the thing, if you want to sell something online, you want to make sure it's something that's in demand. Otherwise, you're kind of just wasting your time. And the digital market industry is absolutely exploding. And the cool thing is, you don't have to be techie, you don't have to learn all this technical stuff. And Lord knows you don't have to be perfect. I mean, look at my lighting is, whatever. You just need to show up every day in your business if you want to earn that passive income. And obviously, passive income doesn't mean like you can't do anything, right? It just means like set it up once and it runs forever. So if you think of like a vending machine, you set it up, you stock it, and it makes money even if you're not standing next to it. So digital marketing kind of pretty much works the same way because you have a website, it's going to work for you 24/7. You have an automation system, which I'll explain in a minute, that runs for you 24/7. So unlike your job, when you're not working your job, you're not getting paid and you're obviously not working because you're not in front of the screen. But when you have a digital program or a business that you sell digital products, it can sell for you 24/7, all around the world. So when you're cooking dinner, when you're sleeping, I made $200 walking my dog. Your digital system is actually doing the selling. And that's what I love. When I did have to jump on the phone and try to sell people, I was a horrible salesperson. In fact, I convinced people to not buy. Like that's how bad I was. It's actually kind of funny. But that's how bad I was. And it's perfect for busy people, perfect if you're a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you're in a corporate, you work in corporate America. Perfect if you like to work at night, or empty nesters, which I'm kind of halfway there, halfway, But yeah, I mean, I think I went over the schedule in the beginning, 2 hours a day. And you work whenever. Years ago when I was a little younger, I used to put in my 2 hours or whatever I was selling at the time. I used to do most of that work 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't do that anymore. I definitely don't do that anymore. But yeah, I mean, what I like to do is a half hour before work, an hour during work, and then a half hour to an hour after work. And that's it. And what's cool is the results, they compound, right? So once I create this YouTube video, it stays out there. It gets views for me. Now, I've gotten sales from videos that I created a couple years ago. And that's what I love about the YouTube platform, because if you are consistent with, with your videos, you're showing up, which I am 8 days. I am consistently showing up on this channel. Um, so my channel's still and I haven't posted in over a year just because life happened. Um, so a lot of my videos aren't getting many views because YouTube's like, oh, okay, like let me make sure that you're going to be consistent this time, and then I'll start showing your videos. Although I have to say, one of my videos has that I uploaded sometime this week, I can't remember when, has 1,500 views. So I think that's pretty good. So imagine not only having a business that you only have to put in a couple hours a day, but imagine being able to earn 100% profit on top of that. And to sweeten the pot, right? So you work a job, you get paid every other week, probably. Imagine making a sale and getting the money deposited in your bank account the next day. That's what we have here. Because I went outside. Actually, I came home from the grocery store yesterday and I was walked around my car, and I don't know, something made me look at the tire. There's a gash in the tire. Need a new tire. 300 and something dollars later, right? So this is what I love. We have unexpected bills coming in. So doesn't it make sense to have that daily income coming in, right? And I don't know what other side hustles have this benefit of, number one, making 100%, number two, getting paid that day or the next day. So when someone buys, you can earn 100, 300, 600, 900, $1,400 in one shot. And it's not like, when I was selling stuff before, it's not like, oh yeah, I got $15 commission. $15 is not going to get you much nowadays, right? And what's great is the product is in demand because it's digital education. And once you learn these skills, you have them. So you can start off, and this is what I love. There's so much flexibility in this because you can start off selling the done for you digital products, and you could expand upon that. And maybe you eventually want to get into creating your own products. And this is why beginners, like brand new people, are having $300 days. Like, she made $900 while cooking dinner. She had made Mindy $600 on a girls' night. Let's see. Mindy again, $900. She got $300 plus $100. This is why people are. I just want to make sure I was in the right section. This is why people are having success, because this product is in demand and it's been proven to work. And let's see. What else? Oh, this is what I love. My first sale. These testimonials are the ones that I love the most because your first sale is everything because it shows that, number one, the process works, but it also shows that you can make it work. And if you want more sales, you just have to keep doing what you've been doing. And that's what I love because, yeah, anyway, that's what I love. And let me be clear, you know, I wasn't perfect when I started. And you know what? I'm still not perfect. And, but what's great is the training inside this program is literally step by step. You watch, you click, and you do. It's built for beginners. You learn, you apply, and obviously you grow. It's just like starting a new job. When you first start a new job, you're completely clueless, right? You don't know anything. But in order to get good at your job, you have to keep showing up, right? You have to ask questions. And what's great is we have a community of, I think it's 56,000 people. So you have a question, all you have to do is come here and type your question, and someone will answer it. Obviously, you can ask me your questions too, but you know, for whatever reason, I'm not around or whatever. Having a community by your side is priceless because, oh, Uptown Philly, what's up? I'm late. What is the product? So the product is it's a digital marketing products. It teaches you how to make money online selling digital products. Now, digital products, you can use and sell the done for you digital products, or we have a whole course in here that teaches you how to create your own. So the choice is yours. So flat out digital products. I didn't go through what you get, so I'll do that. Actually, I can do that right now. But what's cool is people are doing this along a job, meaning I know Uptown Philly, you're probably super busy with life, right? But this is something you can do in your spare time. Like I think of when I used to drop my kids off at dance, I'd have like 45 minutes just sitting in my car, just kind of hanging out because you can't do anything in 45 minutes. This would have been absolutely perfect if I would have had that because it's like you can do things in the nooks and crannies of your day. So what we're selling is digital products that teaches you real marketing skills. So if nothing else, you're going to learn marketing. You're going to learn what works. So maybe typically we have three kinds of people that purchase our products. Number one, if you have a small business, maybe you're a chiropractor or a dentist, our product will teach you how to get more customers. Number two, if you are a coach and you want to sell your own product, we teach you how to market that online. And then number three is maybe you're new to this online space and you want to make money online, but you don't know where to start. You can start by selling our done for you digital products that are already done for you. You earn 100% profit. You can earn anywhere from $100, $300, $600, $900, and $1,400 a sale. And lost my train of thought. See, you don't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to be perfect. But yeah, it shows beginners how to sell online. And then, once you get that down, you can choose to sell anything that you want or stick with what you're already selling, whatever. Because we have the internet, we can sell anything, which is crazy, which is what I love. Okay. So what do you get? I just want to show you real quick some of the training that you're going to get. So every single day we get a video that's 3 to 5 minutes long. And it's a video that is just training. But what's cool, it's just a short video. And it's to help people, make sure that they're on the right track type of thing. Here is an entire, oh, okay, well, that's how to get started. Wait, where is it? Here we have social media training, Content Vault, which is, again, content creation. How to earn 6 figures in 6 months. We have live training. And this is what makes this program different, is this isn't just you're buying a course and then it's going to be outdated. This course or these products come with live interactive training. So we have training a couple times a week and it's live and it's interactive. So you can actually ask questions to the trainer, which is unheard of. And what's cool is you can go out there and go buy a course, but the course isn't going to be updated. This is updated. So for example, maybe you start your online business, maybe you want to start marketing on Instagram, right? So typically, if you were just by yourself, you would buy a course on how to sell on Instagram. A couple months later, that course might be a little outdated, right? So you just spent, $300 to $500 on that course, but then not only it may be outdated, but maybe you want to transition to, what, Instagram isn't kind of working for me. I want to move to YouTube, which is what I did. I was working on TikTok and I'm like, I'm just not feeling this, right? So typically, if you were on your own, then you'd have to buy another course on YouTube to see how all that works, right? So now you're already down about $1,000 because you bought 2 courses. Well, you don't have to worry about that here because we teach you, where is it? We teach you, well, you can see all the stuff that you're getting, but we teach you all social media platforms. So you want to market on TikTok? Sweet. We have a course on how to set up your TikTok account, how to set up Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and we also have training on here for LinkedIn. Starting from zero, you want to learn how to grow a following on social media? Well, obviously, yeah, right? So we have courses on how to grow a following. And most importantly, so here's the thing, views, who cares about views? What matters is sales, right? So how to turn your followers into customers, because views and subs aren't going to pay the bills, right? It's going to be who's going to be a customer. And you make 100% profit. So the way it works, it's kind of like, if you check out a cell phone. So I got this from T-Mobile. Now, T-Mobile didn't create this cell phone, right? It was Apple. But T-Mobile has the master resale rights to sell Apple products. So it's the same type of thing. We have the master resale rights to resell this course. And like I said, it's the best first step if you are completely brand new. Now, no matter what program you decide to purchase, and of course, if you're interested, I do recommend go to the link in the description. You're going to come to a page like this. Put in your email address, and then I'm going to send you an email, and it's automatic. So it's not like I'm in the background typing an email, it's already done. And that's part of the 2 hour, why we only have to really work 2 hours a day, because we set up this system that works for us in the background. So in the first email I'll send you has a link to a masterclass. It's like an hour long. Watch it and see if it makes sense for you. If it doesn't, totally cool. But if it does, 2026 could be one heck of a good year for you. And see, here's the thing. Yes, there's an investment because this is a business and you're getting a ton of information here. You're getting a marketing education. But what's cool is you make one sale, you're making your investment back. So when you make your second sale, you're already in profit mode. Now, I've joined programs and oh my gosh, things in the like network marketing companies in the past that it would take me a year or two just to just to get my money back. Oh my gosh. Oh, what I've done in the past. But anyway, so we don't have to do that now, which is so freaking cool. What other questions does anyone have? And let's see, what else can I show you? What did I just do? Oh, okay. I thought I did something wrong. So my best month so far while working full-time job was $4,200, which I thought was kind of cool. Just wanted to show that. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes to see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So we have, like I said, a couple of trainings every single week. Obviously, we have the calendar. Oh, this is so no matter what product you decide to get started with, these are some bonuses that you're going to get. So 200 digital product ideas. So maybe you are someone that you want to create your own product and you want to sell that. Totally cool. Or maybe you're someone that you don't know, you want to create your own product, but you don't know how or you don't know what. We give you 200 digital product ideas. Here we have 30-day marketing strategy growth plan. So how to get started fast within your first 30 days. A million in 17 months blueprint. And this is actually what some people are really looking for is faceless marketing. So can you do this faceless is a question that I get. And in fact, I started to actually create a YouTube channel about this. But then I don't know. I just decided to not do it just because I'm so used to just being on camera. But yeah, you can do this faceless. And if you want to do it faceless, there's a whole course here. And sorry, I was just checking something out. And then here's information on Canva, which will help you with your faceless as well as like creating thumbnails and stuff like that for your YouTube channel. Let's see what else. So here's the thing, like the reason why I'm showing all this is because I think it's important for people to get an idea of what they are getting, right? Um, and you know what? Like I said, maybe this isn't for you, and that's totally cool. But the only way to know is to get all the information, right? So what I encourage you to do is go to this page, put in your email address, and you'll be presented with a video. It's like 10 minutes long. Watch the video. And then you'll also get an email. And as I said earlier, there's a master class in there. Definitely watch that too. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to the email because I check out my emails. Or if you want to make a comment below this video, feel free to do that as well. But yeah, I've been doing things on and off for 10 to 15 years. And I started out by being on the phone, having to call people, having to cold DM people. And what I've learned is that wastes, I don't want to say it wastes a lot of time, but it does. Like I used to have to call people and I would spend an hour on the phone with them. So how many phone calls can you make doing that while you're working a full-time job, right? I would probably talk to 2 or 3 people a night. So we'll just say maybe 10 people a week, right? But here's the thing. I created a YouTube video, right? Whatever day it was this week that has 1,500 views on it. 1,500 views. And it probably took me half hour to create the video. Well, and then I scripted it, right? So that obviously took some time, but we'll just say an hour to create the video. And 15 people looked at it. 1,500 people looked at it. See, and that's the difference between what we have and what other people are selling is that time freedom. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little older. I want to spend the time I have left with my family. And I have a new grandson. He's 4 months old. Yeah, he's 4 months. He'll be 5 months old at the end of the month. Yes, working a business, having a side hustle takes time. It takes sacrifice. But I didn't want it to take that much time, right? And this is a way where you can realistically make a decent income. Like I said, my best month was $4,200. And I was not even working 2 hours a day when I did that. And there's no opportunity like this out there. And actually, well, doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to run. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or in the comment section, and check out the link in the description. Put in your email address. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to that email and I will take a look at it. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.